Hello. So we have little Smiler here as usual, who can't help but stare at Daddy and his silly big hat that he got as a present because mother-in-law made it out.
Yeah.
So we had 12 days with your mum.
Yeah, 12 days.
And it was lovely because obviously Hudson got to meet family. You got to meet Nanny, didn't you? And is he playing Boo?
Yeah.
And she was amazing at really spending quality time with Hudson, babysitting him so I could work, so he could crack on with the house. However, it rained pretty much every day while she was here.
It was 10 of the 12 days, I think.
Yeah.
It was it was bloody horrible, actually.
And
It was nasty.
We've had brilliant sunshine since she's left, so it's always the way. Brits abroad, bringing the bad weather with them.
And I think she took it back.
Yeah, she took it back.
Yeah, it's raining there now.
And but what it did mean is, even though Lee couldn't work a lot on the roof, which is what the plan was, he managed to get some internal stuff done. Oh, the sun's in your eyes. I might ask you to hold. I'm actually struggling with child.
Yeah.
There we go. And so we'll show you some footage of Lee working on insulating and cladding inside of the wall.
Yeah.
Running electrics ready for lights.
Yeah, just lots of extra bits and bobs, kind of everywhere.
Filling in gaps in the roofs.
Yeah.
Putting a few tiles on the roofs.
Yeah.
So I've got a bit of footage of him working. Maybe we'll play it to music or talk over what it is you've been doing.
Yeah.
And what else? That's kind of it, really. I feel like we've moved forward. It feels a bit more like a room now because we've covered up the windows with some plastic, so there's less rain and wind coming through. So it feels like it's moving forward. And exciting news, our chickens laid their first egg this week.
Yeah.
So we've had 4 eggs so far.
Yay.
And it feels really good to produce your own food. And I know we're not there yet at all.
But it's something.
It's something. And another thing I wanted to do as well is like put in the description. We've got a few other people in Bulgaria that have also got channels. There's Al Little Bulgarian Adventure, lovely couple there. We like to watch them. And then there's another couple with a son called The Good Life Homestead. We love watching their videos too. And
Paul, you're a machine, mate. You really are.
So we wanted to shout out to those 2 other channels that we'll put a link to, because we think if you like watching what we're doing, these people doing similar things, similar projects.
And there's another one.
There's a new young couple.
Nibble Touch.
Nibble Touch. They're in, I think, west of the Balkans. They're not in our region, but they've got a lovely property, and we'll put a link in there as well.
Yeah, correct us if we're wrong.
We like what you're doing, and it's just nice to connect with the Bulgarian community of people buying up these houses and doing them up. And if you want to do it, you get more
immigrants.
Yeah, immigrants. Yeah. And also, thank you. We've had lots of people email us asking for tips on properties, and so I've been sending emails back to people with just some links. And again, I might do that here as well in the description, links to a property page which is direct from owners rather than an agent. Also, our amazing agent has a new YouTube channel where he's sort of doing property tours, so I'll link that down as well.
Yeah, really in depth.
Yeah,
really, really good.
We're pretty much, I think, our village is almost already sold, all of it. There's a couple of properties still available. But, yeah. Anything else that we've done that we can update with?
No.
We can always stop it here and...
Roll the credits.
So I'm just going to come around here. What a sunny day, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So I'm just coming around to the front so you can see what he's doing. He's put another row of tiles on the right, just so they've got more of an overhang on the right there. And now he's cutting off the battens with his old Japanese saw. And it's very hot.
Bloody hot. Dripping.
Considering when we had Nana here, it was raining every day, probably about 12-13 degrees. She's left and they're now up to sort of mid-20s again. So we had to put all this plastic everywhere for the rain. Here's little man having his avocado. See his teeth, see his big teeth. And now, yeah, it's 20 degrees in the shade in the thermometer, so it must be 25 up there, right?
It's crazy, that.
It's like a different world.
It is.
It's the what's happened when the Brits come on holiday here. They bring the bad weather with them.
And I think it's raining. Now she's back.
Yeah.
She took it back with her.
I'll just go round here so we can see what Daddy's doing the other side. Lovely sunny day. Lovely sunny day. So there he is. Oh, excuse me. There we go. There he is. Just completing the film on that bit of OSB that we've done for that part of the wall, and then he'll nip back through that gap. It's nearly there. Give us a safe wave. And you can see we've put plastic on the window frames just as it was getting really rainy. Actually really helped with feeling warmer inside. And Lee's done some outside lighting as well, worked out all the electrics inside, but we'll do a proper tour of what we've done. Look at that. Not a cloud in the sky.
Alright, Lee in a funny hat. Thank you, Nana Grandad. Love it. It's not actually cold enough for it, but I just like the feel. It's great. Yeah, I'm just going to show you some of the stuff that we managed to kind of sort out. But first of all, I want to show you the point that we got to with some of the oak. So hopefully the camera picks it all up. We got some real nice chunky pieces of oak, all gone through the machines, absolutely wonderful. But hopefully it picks it up. You'll see here there's a big line across. Now that big line is where my jointer and planer decided to go bang. So we don't actually have a jointer and planer anymore, which has sort of put us at a bit of a standstill with regards to making windows and doors and all of the nice stuff that we want to be doing. As it seems to go here in Bulgaria, when you have a tool that's misbehaving or something's not quite right, you take it back to the shop and they send it away to be serviced. Sounds great, but they I went there today and it's been a week. They said come back again on Wednesday. Now it's an hour and a half round trip for me just to go to the shop, so it's a bit frustrating, and it's annoying because I can't continue with something, and they won't just replace the machine that's broken. They have to send it away first, and you sort of get why they're doing it, but it's not helping me at all. Aside from that, not a lot else down here. Before the machine went bang, looking at some of these old boards. This is actually cherry, and it's absolutely stunning. And that was actually our old staircase that was rotten and falling to pieces, but putting in the effort and being able to salvage some bits, it's pretty much all of this. So that's on a pallet, but it's probably, I don't know, half a cubic metre of cherry. I can't buy it fresh anymore. I can't seem to find walnut anywhere. All I'm finding is oak and spruce, Doug fir, that kind of pine softwood. But yeah, still got a load of oak, which has got to be gone through the machines. So I managed to make an entire door out of this one here. That was, I think it was 4 meters, it's just over 5 centimeters thick, and about 40-ish centimeters wide. Once you've cut off the live edge and everything, and I believe that was about 30 quid, 32 pounds or something like that. Absolutely amazing. So the remaining parts will be for another door, I think three more windows, which are going there, and then the long window here, an internal door, an external door, and then the rest will actually be for our staircase. So yeah, more on that to come. Just another little bit while I'm here. I think Emily got some footage of me either chopping or using the chainsaw on a lot of the old wood that we had here, and I kind of wanted to, where is it? It's all over here now. Yeah, you can see we're pretty stacked up on the wood store. Our stacking hasn't been great. We were sort of doing it in a rush. But what I wanted to show, if I can find a good piece, bear with me. Well, that's a good one to show off. Okay, so these were big chunky beams that we got out of the barn, and you look at them from the outside and you see a couple of woodworm holes and they look a bit janky. Bear in mind these have been outside for 2 years now, but when you're viewing a property, don't worry about things like that. I mean, this one isn't amazing, but when you look straight down from the end grain, you can actually see that the woodworm, they will only stick to that outside edge, which is called the sapwood. So if you see any beams with holes in and things like that, you can see that the centre of this beam, which is rock solid, believe me, it's absolutely fine, and they don't tend to go through it. Yeah, all of the pieces that we've found that looked really bad and horrible are actually all right in the centre. So yeah, if you've got an old property here, or you're looking to buy an old property, don't worry too much about the woodworm. They literally go into the sapwood, and the centre of that beam is still lovely and strong, and will be for many years' time. The only thing to really look out for is either dry rot or wet rot from a leak or something like that. Yeah, just thought I'd give that a little bit of information. Hope it helps someone.
And we just thought we'd throw in some pictures here of the last time we scrubbed up well. It's 3 years since we got married today, so happy anniversary to us. And we wanted to share these with our friends and family, because obviously we're not close to our friends and family right now in location, but this is just proof that, you know, once upon a day we looked quite all right.
Also just want to do a big shout out really to my mum. She's been trying to get over to see us from the UK since, I think it was June, where she initially booked flights that have been moved and you know, shifted around as the pandemic has changed rules and regulations. But honestly, it was worth the wait. I'm glad that she didn't come in August when she could have, because it was just too hot. We wouldn't have got anything done. We all just would have sat in the pool and drank wine, I would imagine. So yeah, really grateful that she could come and help us with childcare, obviously helped so much around the house, and it was just so amazing to have you here. So thank you, Mama.